Now that you know what coaching is and what are the principles on which coaching stand, it's also important for you to know what are the four pillars of coaching mindset. The first pillar is focusing on growth and the future. While you will continue to be a coach who will look at the future, you need to direct all conversations towards solution and not towards the problem. As a coach, your primary objective is to be with the coachee while they get to that stage where they can build their own future. And that is what we call focusing on the growth rather than focusing on the problem. The second pillar is open ended questions. Asking open ended questions helps the coachee form their own world and imagine things that they wouldn't have if you were not part of the discussion. Instead of asking, what do you want to accomplish your goal? Asking, what goal is it that you want to accomplish makes a huge difference in the way they look at the goal in itself and the conversation. The third pillar is empathy and non judgment. Imagine you go to a coach and say, hey, I want to quit eating outside. I want to actually build a healthy lifestyle. And the first thing they say is, oh, yeah, eating outside is not good. Eating outside is not healthy. You already know that, but the moment somebody else also is calling out what you know, especially as a coach, you get a little more defensive. And that's human nature. As a coach, your job is not to judge. Your job is not to be there to tell them what is right or wrong, but it is to help them realize whether whatever they're doing is healthy for them or not healthy for them. So make sure that you remember this whenever somebody puts out a statement about something being bad or good. You're not there to judge. You're purely there to help them realize if it's healthy or not healthy. The last pillar is active listening. A lot has been spoken about active listening in the channels of workplaces for about 2-3 decades now. However, I think it's also very important to keep reiterating this. Active listening for us is two things. One is what are they saying and how are they saying it. The second it is what is their body depicting when they are saying what they are saying. So if a coachee has frowned forehead and they have a frown on their face and they are not smiling even though the contents of the words that they are saying are happy, your job is to challenge and ask them, hey, I see that you have a reaction or a different facial expression as opposed to what you're saying. Is something happening? Do you want to dig deeper there? Understanding facial expressions, understanding the tone, understanding the words, all of these together make up active listening. Just to summarize, these are the four pillars of any coaching mindset: focusing on the growth, open ended questions, empathy and non judgment, and finally, active listening. See you next time around.